Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today I was going to talk a little bit more about these books, but I was going to, at the last minute, decide to talk about what's coming up this weekend for myself and tell you about that. So last week I was in Atlanta with my family and with my team, and we went to a conference called Aspire, which is put on by Eddie Wilson and Andrew Cordell. And the gist, if I could summarize it, is go do big things, be awesome. You're the only person holding you back. And then also come back and get training on how to broker money and also build tax-free wealth. So I signed up. My partner and one of my business partners, are going back to Atlanta this weekend so that we can do the tax-free wealth training and workshop. There are 5 vehicles, so we're gonna go over those real quick. There is the Roth, Solo is the first one. Solo, Roth, HSA, Coverdell, and Golden. And you may have heard of some of these. To be honest, I don't actually know how they achieve the results that they have. Maybe you hear the train going by right now too. So my reason for going back to this conference is, yeah, we want to grow big, but then you have lots of taxes. But how do you build wealth in one of these investment vehicles? Or how do you even do that? Like, an HSA, health savings account, most people think about, you get sick and that's what the money's for. You don't make money in there, but apparently they do. So I would like to learn about these accounts and how to build wealth in them, and then also use it. Because isn't that the big problem with any business? Oh, we found a tax-free way to build money, but you can't touch it until you're 65 or so, somewhere around there. And there's limits on what you can put into it. But they gave 2 stories. One was Mitt Romney. Oh, look at there. I gave him a little thumbs up. I didn't know it could do that. Mitt Romney, he had the same kind of Roth account that anybody else could get. There were limits, back from the 1999 through 2010, 2011, this news article came out, and he had $100 million in his account. How do you go from having limits of putting $2,000 or so a year, maybe even if you're putting 5,000 or 7,000, you're able to do that, and you do that for a decade, you get 50 grand into there, and there's no way you come up with $100 million in your account unless you're doing something different. And that's the premise of this whole conference. Was there's 2 types of people, and there's the contributors and the creators, the people who create the wealth and the contributors who contribute the wealth. And generally, I play the game on this side, and it's a completely different set of rules is what they said. Now, I'm going to go and learn what these rules are like on that side. How did Mitt Romney have a Roth IRA that you or I could have access to, the same types of thing? I have one. How do you turn a little bit of money into a lot? I'm going to make some assumptions, conjecture, some ideas that I think is how they do it. From what I've read, you can buy businesses, you can, with a self-directed IRA, you can lend money in real estate, you can do all kinds of creative things, but how do you get to a big thing? Another one was Peter Thiel. He, grew his account to like 3 billion. Obviously, at that point, you're most definitely buying businesses that are very successful or building them. So learning that aspect, that's like my number one thing, is learning how these accounts work, what you can do with them, how do you grow them to a big deal. And then the second part is, how do you use it? Because my assumption is you can be an employee or something of one of the businesses that your tax-free account uses, and then you get paid from your company, or it pays for your lifestyle. Like, say your business buys an airplane or a vacation property, and then you go and use it. Like, I think that's how it works, but I don't know. So that's why I'm going back to this conference. Hopefully learn a lot there about the 5 accounts. I'm sure there's plenty more that you can use, but I want to know that, how to get them set up, how to build that wealth in the right way, and then also how to use it. Because it doesn't make any sense to spend your whole time working to build up an account that you can't touch for my sake, is like another 30 years. I can't really do anything with it, because that's my thought on the Roth account that I already have and the other ones. They're just kind of limited in what you can do now. And I have to feed my family. I need to live. I need a place to live. I need to eat food. My family needs all those things. And so putting all that money, I'm not taking all my money and putting into tax-free accounts right now because we have to eat, and there's no way to get that money out right now. So that's kind of my thought, is there's a way to get that money out somehow. One of the big other takeaways is they talked about the rules of the game that we play on the contributor side versus the creator side. And he was saying that the rules generally are opposite. So on our side, you think about being a business owner, you want to get deductions. You want to pay as little in taxes as you can. So every year you make the money and then you have all these deductions and you get to the end of the year and you have no money left. Obviously, in real estate, we have depreciation and cost segregation and all these other little tools that help us off-write our expenses. So we do keep some of the money. It comes due kind of at some point. But and then he said on the other side that the contributors or the creators, they don't want deductions because that's taking money away from them because it's already in a tax-free account. So I have some great skepticism about this entire thing. I understand the general premise because there are rules that I play by that are a little different in real estate than people starting out, and I understand how to create money. And I'm not talking about make money. Anybody can go make money, go get a job, do a service, build a product. But you know how the banks make money, things like that. I understand how that part works, and I do that as well. But I think this is, must be a level beyond what I currently am doing right now. And so hopefully this will be very helpful. Looking forward to it.